The art of true healing is when you are well, hold the light. And if you are unwell, no, it's not. That's not how it goes. The art of true healing is if you are well, share the light. And if you are unwell, hold the light. Now, when we speak of healing and what that looks like, I know it's a thing that we like, oh, hashtag healing. But the true art of healing is this. Say you have a wound, for whatever reason or however you got that wound, it's open, it's raw, isn't it? Now you have to go through a process in order to heal that wound. For example, just taking my accident that I had a big laceration here to my face. I had a few lacerations, but a big one here. And I had to go through a process. They called the ambulance. I went to the hospital. The surgeon stitched it up. Before he stitched it up, we had to numb it, clean it. Then he stitched it up. Then he had to heal. And when you're healing, right? When you're healing, that's when you're allowing your body to regulate and reset itself. But in the process of healing, there's things that you can help towards your healing. So for myself, right, I couldn't just be up and down and around, screaming, shouting, because I had stitches in my face. So if I carried on like that, I would have just teared open the stitches again, and then that delays the process of healing. So for example, in relationships, you've experienced it could even be a healthy relationship. Doesn't always have to be toxic, but you've been in a relationship and it's ended, and now you're on the back of healing, right? You might be healing from the loss, right? From your broken heart, from the experiences. You're just allowing yourself time to gain back you. You're allowing yourself time to purge, right? To get out all of the stuff. Healing isn't a bad thing. It's actually very, very healthy. It's very, very healthy to heal, because you give yourself grace and you learn. Healing, right, isn't about, okay, I'm healing, so I'm going to go and distract myself with X, Y, and Z because I don't want to sit with what I'm feeling or how I'm feeling, right? Healing's going to look like sometimes you got to remove yourself. You've got to remove yourself from certain people, places, and things in order to get back a sense of who you are. Healing looks like you will never be the person you was. And sometimes that's a very, very, very good thing, that you will no longer be that person that was a people pleaser or didn't have boundaries, or was somebody who was toxic, or somebody who sweared a lot, or somebody who didn't finish what they started, or somebody who was just had addictions or gambling or promiscuity or, lying, cheating, negative experiences. And when I say negative, it's low vibrational experiences, right? Because it's just like you've got the plus and the negative side in maths. Is it decimals? No, it wasn't decimals. What was the thing? Oh my gosh, zero. I'm going to insert it here, what I mean. So you've got zero, you got the plus, and you've got the minus, right? Minus is still what the plus is. It's the opposite of it, but it's just going in the other direction. So there's no good or bad. It's just positive, negative. But the negative it's not a bad experience, it's a low vibrational experience. So that means it's still an experience, it's still something you can experience, but whatever good you get from it is down to you, because some people don't mind being in those low vibrational experiences because that's where they exist, right? That's just who they are. So they don't know no different. So to them, that's life, right? So it depends on where you want to swing in the pendulum or where you want to sit in all of that. And that may not make full sense in what I'm saying. Like, how is it not negative or bad? It's not bad. Yeah, there's no good or bad. It just is, right? It just is what it is. Wherever you choose to vibrate or experience yourself, that's it, and that is it. Anyway, back to healing. So when you're healing from a relationship, and we all have done it, we heal from a relationship, and sometimes we jump into a next relationship in order to try and get over the other relationship. And that doesn't work. We know that doesn't work. We know. And what happens, I believe anyway, is that sometimes you can find somebody who is worse than the person that you was with, right? Or the same. And if you find better, then hats off to you, you know what I mean? But in the process of you coming out of something, usually you're looking exactly for what you've came out of, because even your own energy field is filled up with what was. So you have to clear yourself, cleanse yourself, meditate, just take time away from what was, sit with yourself in solitude and understand who you are, and then know within yourself, am I ready to date someone? Just because somebody likes you, or you may like them, or you might find them attractive, or whatever it is, ask yourself truly, are you ready to date someone? Like, if you're healing, are you ready to go to these places? Are you ready to be in certain spaces? Are you ready? And on the flip side of that is, don't get caught up in healing too long, because healing is a forever thing, because you're always going to be healing from something. Something is always going to happen. So you're always going to be in a situation where, oh my God, I need to overcome this. And you might have moments of proper peace and bliss, yeah, but for the most part, there's always something going on, you know. So it's how you handle that and how you manage that will determine what kind of experiences you have in life. But healing, there's always ongoing things. It's when you get to a place of acceptance and peace, does that then, you know, healing has taken its effect and it's worked, because you're in a place where you accept it and you can move on, and then you move on and then something else can happen, right? But you get better, and maybe the healing process, what took a year might now take 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, a week, a day, you know what I mean? You might get like that, but give yourself that grace. So yeah, healing really is all about taking the time, the space. And healing is also silent. It doesn't always have to be about sharing everything with everyone. It's only because we're in the age of the internet that we feel like we need to share. But also give yourself that bit of space to say, you know what, am I oversharing here? Is this my thing that I need to go through? Is this just for me, or for me and a professional, or for me and my family member, or for me and my best friend? Yeah, is this my thing, you know? And understand that's okay. You don't have to overshare everything. The other day I was in a situation with myself where, you know, I realized that grieving is something that look what I'm doing. I talked about oversharing and I just caught myself thinking, I'm not gonna overshare that, but let me just keep it short. Grieving is something that I'm in the process of, like, just understanding what that is. And I had a moment. You have moments in it, and I had a moment, and I was like, man, should I put this, like, should I share this? Should I put like the whole experience of what I was experiencing? Should I put it on the internet? And I had to really go back and forth with myself. My hair's getting stuck on the chair. I had to really go back and forth with myself, because I was like, no, because not everything is for the internet, not everything is for everybody. And even though it's good to like be united in certain things, but there's other ways of processing things, there's other ways of getting through things, there's very organic ways of also getting through things. And you know, as much as I wanted to share it, because I felt like I want to be authentic and be real, but it's like, no, I was also being authentic in not sharing it as well. So yeah, I just want to say, like, you know, you choose what you want to put out there, choose what's necessary for you to share. And when it comes to your healing, know that your healing is for you, it's for your heart, it's for you to protect your peace, it's for you to overcome, it's for you to step into the new. You know, healing is not a hashtag, it is a very, very, very real thing. So let's not get caught up in the world of technology and lose that navigation of what real life is, because there's people in life going through real life things that the internet would never know of, right? Or because soon as it goes to the internet, it's like it's diluted, right? It's diluted. But there's before it's on the internet, it has to be real life. It has to be real life, unless it's AI and then it's AI generated. But even then, AI is still pulling from the ether. It's still pulling from real life. Anyway, I digress. I'll maybe leave that conversation for a next video. But yes, healing, it's a feeling. No, but healing is truly something that is a beautiful experience if you allow it to be. It can be rough, brethren, sister. It can be rough, yeah, but just stay the course, and don't judge yourself in the process, because everybody's healing looks different. So there's no manual to this. We can offer guidance and words of advice, but truly there's no step by step on what that really looks like. You know, when you're healing your heart or your inner self or stuff, that's gonna look like what it needs to look like. If you're healing a wound, there's still a process, but there's still an emotional process that happens after that. There's still something that's going on. When people see me like, oh, you know, your scars are healing well, and I'm like, yeah, but the tissue's still healing behind. The trauma's still lingering up here. I still have to look in the mirror and adjust. That healing's taking time. This healing's fine. Yeah, you know, the glass kind of saved me well, innit? Didn't just go zoom, just give me a little slice here and a slice there and slice there. It was just chopping me up nicely. But still, what you see on the outside, there's still a process happening on the inside. So always remember to be kind and be loving and be caring, and yeah, be upfront, be honest and truthful to who you are, but just be mindful sometimes of how you can come across to somebody. You know, they say, remember that saying from when we was younger, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. No, words can hurt. And with the glass, yeah, it sliced up my face, but the lingering effect of what happened, the things that people have said or not said, those things can have a lasting effect. The things that I've said to myself can have a lasting effect. So yeah, sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can hurt you. They can. So be mindful, you know, because we're all healing. It's all a healing journey. It's all what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is until it isn't what it isn't. Oh, okay. So until next time, stay divine. Remember to let love guide you. Peace.